I have a confession to make. For years, I studied self compassion. And even though I deeply understood the concept and taught it to my clients, I never really applied it to myself. I think this is a typical trait of highly sensitive people. We know in principle our needs or the things we should avoid, but we rarely act on them because others always come first. For me, it was self compassion that I truly lacked. It wasn't until I hit a moment where I felt completely drained and emotionally raw that something in me finally said, try it for real this time. So I sat down, breathed, and spoke to myself the way I speak to the people I care about and to my clients. Valerie, you do a lot of good. You show up, you try, you care, and yes, you also make mistakes because you're human, but that doesn't make you unworthy. You're allowed to feel tired. You're allowed to feel upset. You're allowed to be imperfect. You deserve kindness too. And that moment didn't magically fix everything, but it softened something. There was this small wave of relief, this tiny moment of warmth that I wasn't used to offering to myself. And that was enough to change the direction I was facing. What I realized is that self compassion isn't some grand inspirational moment, it's quiet, grounded, honest. It's choosing to tell yourself the truth with kindness instead of harshness. Sometimes it sounds like I don't need to get everything perfect. It's okay to feel this. This moment won't last forever. I am human and I'm not alone in this. And the more I practiced it, the more my life began to shift. Not dramatically, but consistently. And that quiet consistency changed the way I related to myself. And here's the part that surprised me most. Even though I had always taught self compassion in my coaching, practicing it deeply in my own life changed how I taught it. It changed the depth, the nuance, the honesty, the way I held space, the way I guided clients through their own patterns of self criticism and emotional overwhelm. When I started living self compassion instead of teaching it from the outside, my coaching shifted into another gear. I understood it differently. I felt it differently. And my clients felt the difference too. That's actually why I created the Self Compassion Immersion Toolkit. Because I saw firsthand how powerful this practice is when it becomes part of your daily emotional life. Not a theory, not an idea, not a quote, a lived experience. So maybe give it a try. You have nothing to lose except the things that quietly drain you, like self criticism, self judgment, the fear of not being enough, perfectionism, and that constant pressure to keep it together. What you gain is a softer, steadier way of relating to yourself, a way that supports you instead of depleting you, a way that makes life, relationships, and healing feel more doable. And once you feel that shift, even once, it becomes a skill that keeps on growing. Give it a try.